There's a new life. I know it's been calling to you, but you're still a little bit resistant to move forward into that. Sometimes it can be a little bit scary. New opportunities, stepping into new spaces, but I just really feel more guided than I felt in the last few weeks, honestly. That we should know that there's nothing to be afraid of, that you really are supported in this endeavor. It's okay for you to be willing to step forward into the unknown. You will be okay. And remember that this whole entire reality is always in support of you, of who you are right now in this moment. So if who you are right now in this moment really is authentically being pulled to this new life, this fresh start, this is a very new beginning for you. There are a lot of beautiful and unexpected things and new experiences and new opportunities in life that you actually have yet to experience. So there's a lot of beauty over here that's calling you. It's really beautiful, actually. And it's okay to be a little bit scared, a little bit afraid. But I just want to let you know that a lot of the great stuff, a lot of the great stuff, this amazing life that's right here for you, that's really asking you to take a leap of faith. It's really asking you to be willing to let go of your comfort zone in the ways that you've been creating and operating for all this time. For a lot of us, we've been, operating in certain ways and ingrained certain habits and ideas and, vibrational feelings about ourselves and each other. We've been operating from that place for some of us years. So it makes sense that it's a little bit hard and you might be a little bit resistant towards really releasing those things and stepping into a totally new reality for yourself. But it's just so obvious. I just want to let you know, it's so clear that there's so much amazing things that you don't even realize yet. Like, I can tell that you've got certain ideas and things that you can see in this new life, and you're like, okay, that looks pretty good. I can feel that. I feel the enthusiasm. I feel the positivity. I can tell it's uplifting. But most of what is over here are things that you don't even realize yet, things that you don't see on the human level. But your spiritual being's trying to get this to you. But you have to be willing to take this leap of faith and remember that the entire universe, all of this reality space, is in constant support of who you are right now in this moment. So because you're authentically being asked to take this leap of faith, I want you to really understand and really connect with this, okay? You would not be seeing this video or hearing this message if it was not something that your higher self was calling forth. You are the creator of this entire video. You made this. And, I know that some of the videos more recently that we've been posting here have had some of that resistance, have had some of that pain in it that we've been working through. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's actually really good that we've been processing and being willing to look at these things and grow through them. But we really are in a place now where the universe really wants you to understand that you can take this leap, that you don't need to work out and, dot every I and cross every T before you take this leap, because there's this beautiful cushion waiting you over there. And you might not be able to see it from where you're standing, right? The universe is kind of pushing you, is kind of asking you to jump into this new phase of your life. I know you know it. I know you've been feeling it. But there's this part of us that's like, well, am I going to stick the landing? Maybe I should just stay here in the way that's comfortable, in the way I think that things, that I feel safe and I know how it operates over here, At least I have that security. At least I have that comfort. So it's understandable that we can't see exactly what's over there that we're jumping to. I know I can't. There's certain little hits and downloads that I get to know that it's okay to take this leap. But there's a lot of energy showing clearly that there's a lot of me of who I really am that I have yet to tap into or really fully unpack. And I know for us to be having this conversation that might be something that we have in common. We take this leap, all we're going to find on this other side of this jump of faith right now in our lives is more of who we really are. Because sometimes we're so afraid to step into the unknown because we're afraid of what's out there. But all that's really out there in the world is more of you. All you're going to do is learn more about who you are. All you're going to do is be supported in this next part of your quest. And I feel really guided to share, too, a reminder that I know you know. I know you know everything I'm saying to you right now. It's just a reflection. It's just an opportunity for you to clarify what you already know, that you'll be supported. So take the leap. Go for it. You know, it doesn't make sense to spend so much time in the fear, and it's okay that we have. You know, I know for me, there's been a lot going on. I've been experiencing a lot of changes, and I'm not afraid to admit that I've taken a little bit of extra time to process some things than maybe I've needed to. But we're ready. We are ready to take this leap. And all the universe is really paying attention for is, when do you take that jump? Because it's one thing to just talk about it, right? It's one thing to just like keep thinking about it, talk about it, make videos about it. We're ready, we're ready. Well, that's great, but like knowing you're ready and embodying readiness are kind of two different things. And what if we just go for it? What do you think about that? What if we just go for it now? What if we just go for it? Yeah. We are supported in this. We are. You'll have everything you need in every single moment that it's needed. You're going to learn more about who you are. You're going to grow more. You're going to discover more clearly your purpose in coming here. And that's what I wanted to remind you before we kind of segued here, is that you do have a purpose, that you do have a life path that is unique to you, that you have chosen. Who you really are has chosen. And this is part of your path. Everything you've experienced up to this point, and yes, this point of taking this leap of faith, is part of your destiny. It's part of your personal quest, your personal legend, who it is that you really are. And to not take this leap that you know you must do. You've got to. You know it. I know you do. It's easy to look back at all the other timelines and possibilities and all the spaces we could go right now to feel comfortable and safe, and where we feel like, you know, it's all wrapped up nicely. We know what it is. We know what to expect there. We've been doing it for a while. But even though our mind might convince us at times where we're really dabbling in a lot of fear that that's the best option, to just go back, we know that it's time to move forward and take this leap. We know. And the continuous refusal to do what you know is true, what you know is authentic, what you know is right, it is the refusal to be who you really are. And the best thing we could possibly do in any moment is be who we really are. That is the best gift we could give to ourselves, each other. Take the leap. Take this leap of faith. You will be supported in this. Go for it. And if you need to take a day to really consider all the other times in your life where you've finally taken the leap of faith, go ahead and look at it and see how everything worked out. You were okay. You learned a lot. There was a lot of beauty waiting for you that you didn't even necessarily realize. Consider it. We've always been supported. We've always been okay. So does it really make sense to stand on this edge we've been standing on for a while now, really weighing all our options? I mean, I know for us to be having this conversation, we got to be on a similar frequency. So here's some of the things I've been seeing in this frequency we're on. Life is giving us so many different timelines, so many options. Like, it's just like insane the amount of doors that we could walk through right now. And it's so many options, so many differing realities that it's almost overwhelming to the point that we don't make any decision at all. And one of the things that I've seen is that sometimes we're afraid to make decisions because we're afraid of the consequences that might come with those decisions. But hear this, the consequences of not making a decision, the consequences of not choosing, are far worse than the consequences of making an active choice in your life. And the truth is, while there may be a lot of options right now, you know within yourself what is the one that is authentic, what is the one that has the most realness to it. Not the path that's easiest, not the one that's most comfortable, not the one that has the most things that you can expect to go the way that you expect them to go, but the path that is really who you are right now in this moment. That's what we're talking about. I've seen a lot of various timelines presented to me, a lot of comforts, a lot of, walking back, a lot of kind of tuning out and, just passing the time. If you've ever heard the story of the lotus eaters, I've had a lot of that energy presented to me in my life recently. A lot of energy of, hey, forget about your personal quest, forget about the path you came here to walk. Just stay here, just stay here. Why even worry about it, And if you don't know the story of the lotus eaters, you should look it up. Because I think it can be easy for a lot of us to just choose what makes us feel the most safe and comfortable and like we don't have to worry anymore. But like there's life that's inside of our comfort zone, and that's kind of a really small circle that we exist in. And then there's this huge world outside of that small circle. And that huge world is a huge world where most people don't ever step outside the boundary of their comfort zones, and they never experience. But again, all that's out there, all that's beyond your comfort zone, all that you're going to discover from this leap of faith in your life is more of who you really are. And that's what you're trying to get to yourself right now, is the full realization and the clarity that you are waiting on the other side of this self-imposed wall you've built to make yourself feel safe. There's nothing you need to protect yourself from. All that's out there is more of who you are. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You can do it. You can. You're supported in this. Sometimes life gives us so many options, not because it's trying to confuse us, but because we are the ones who are always choosing. And every time we make a decision, we gain clarity on who it is that we are. So don't be afraid to make a choice. Sitting around apathetically isn't going to get you really anywhere. Our power comes from really being willing to be who we are, unconditionally. Yeah, it's scary sometimes. Yeah, sometimes we don't really see the full picture of who we are in this moment. But that's kind of the cool thing about life, is that it's always reflecting to you and showing you who you really are right now in this moment. So the clarity is always here. If we're willing to open up, look, listen, and pay attention, you can see that you're not as lost as you may have thought you were. You're right here. And right here is where all your power is to take the next step, to make the next decision. Right here. You might not know who you are or what's going on right now. You might be a little bit confused. That's okay. Look, you're right here. You're the one listening to this message. You're the one watching this video right now. You're the one who's present in the exact place and situation that you're in. And understand that you are the one who will take this leap of faith in your life or won't. It all comes back to you. That's where all the power is. It's incredible. And I wanted to let you know real quick, this weekend, we've got a live stream coming up. It's a 2-hour live stream transformation event where we're going to be channeling a lot of energy. There's Q&A. It's $9.99. I think it's an amazing price. And you get instant access to our previous recordings of these live events we do. That's on Patreon. It's tagged in the description of this video. Check it out. It is not too late to join. And it's really an amazing opportunity to connect and pull through some amazing energy that's relevant to you in your life right now. So thank you guys very much. Remember, you are supported in every single moment. You really are. Sometimes the support that we're getting is a little uncomfortable, but that's usually on purpose, because it's when things get a little uncomfortable that we grow, that we find clarity more on who we are and the ways that we're going to continue making decisions and refining those decisions in our lives, because your life is the outcome of the decisions you've made, right? A lot of people think that you are what happens to you in life, but that's not true. You are how you respond to the things that happen. Yeah, things happen, but you are the one who chooses to respond to those things. You are the one who decides which direction to go and in what way. With what energy will you be creating your life? Will you be creating it out of love, or will you be creating your life out of fear? Which we actually talk a lot about this in this powerful manifestation technique and way to tune into 5D consciousness in our course that's on sale right now. 5D consciousness, true self-awakening. That's only on sale for, I think, just at the time you're seeing this video, probably just another week or two. So you could check that out in the top of the description too if you want to see what that class is about. Anyways, guys, much love to you. Thank you. And remember, you are really doing a great job right now in your life. You really are. And just because sometimes things are a little bit more rough or a little bit more confusing, it doesn't mean that you're not doing a good job. It just means that that's the stage you're at in your personal quest. Have you ever watched a movie or a show where it's literally just like everything always goes exactly the way the person wants it to? Talk about a ridiculously boring movie or show. Every show, every great story, the story of your life, for example, has challenges, has confusing parts, has episodes where things go in certain ways that the character didn't expect. But what always happens is they evolve and they stand up in their power, or they don't. What are you gonna do? It's your choice, because this is your life. But I can feel you right now, and I know that you're the kind of person who has courage. I know that you're the kind of person who has the strength of character to continue being authentic and honest with yourself, and the courage to leap forward into the new life, which is absolutely calling to you. I know you've been hearing it. Let this message be what it was meant to be. You called this forth. Go for it. Take the leap. You will be supported. You feel it? Take a step right now. Take the step right now. Take the leap. Much love. If you know somebody who this message would be great for, thanks for sending it their way. I look forward to seeing you in the next Vibes and Frequencies video. See you there. Thanks. Much love.